You definitely looked away first, didn't you, bruv? Didn't you? Admit it. Pussy boy. I'm joking, mate. Don't cry. Listen, we're going to be talking about eye contact. We're in a tree again, just chilling. Got a beautiful sunset in the background. I'm not sure if you can see it. Probably there's a tree blocking it, but just see my fat, ugly mug instead. We're going to be talking about eye contact because I know a lot of you boys struggle with that, especially in terms of, you know, making eye contact with women. And I used to be in the same situation. I used to be where I looked at a girl and she was so gorgeous that she just instantly shoot these like nerves through my body, and I'd look away really quick, right? You don't want to do that because it's just a sign of, it's just a, you know, it shows lack of confidence basically. And it's not very attractive if you're like stuttering around like a nervous wreck. So learning how to just hold the eye contact, you can be very, very smooth when it's literally unspoken rizz. I'm telling you now, there was a time, literally today, the reason I'm recording this video, I was on the tram. It's happened multiple times, which is why I said there's a time, because it's happened so many times. But you can have this like unspoken rizz in quotations with eye contact, with just eye contact. You can do that. You don't even have to say anything. Me and my bro were sitting on the tram, literally my brother. When I say my brother, we were coming back from the gym on the tram, sat on the two seats next to each other. Down the end of the aisle, on the other side, I'm trying to help you picture it properly. On the other side of the tram, there was two girls and some other lad or something that was with them. I don't know if there was a boyfriend or whatever, it's just a mate. Don't give a fuck regardless. I'm a G like that. But yeah, I made eye contact with this girl, one of the two girls. And it was that kind of moment where, you know, we're trying to figure out, is this person looking at me? Is this person looking at me? So we kind of held it for a bit like that. And then when we both realized, we're like, oh yeah, we're both making eye contact. And we're just holding it, like we're just looking at each other like that. Like she was doing the thing where she's talking to a friend, so her friend's here. And she's like, yeah, and then, you know, basically, you know, so you can tell that she's talking to somebody, but she's holding eye contact with me. So that was quite a nice little flirty moment. And just that alone, just the fact that I didn't break away really quickly and, you know, spaz out or nothing, it just showcases attraction, it showcases confidence, it showcases assurance in yourself. And I think that's a good place to start before I finish off what happened in the story. It's confidence. You know, if you're not confident in yourself, if you're insecure, if you think to yourself, I don't like my teeth or something like that. I don't know what it is, but naturally as human beings, when we make eye contact with somebody, we think because we can see them looking at us, they must be looking at our weaknesses. They must be looking at our insecurities. Because it's like, I don't know what it is, bro. It's like this feeling of like, because if we're looking away and we're looking out the window or something and there's a girl looking at us, we don't really care, even if we know that the person's looking at us, because it's kind of like, oh, well, I'm not looking at them back. So it doesn't matter. It's like, bro, your insecurities, your weaknesses, your ugly points, whatever, are still there, even if you're not making eye contact, right? Wait for the wind to pass. Lovely UK weather, man. Beautiful. So I'm just going to have to raise my voice because the weather doesn't stop. Fucking hell, never mind. Just pissing it down. When you look at somebody in the eyes, I think it naturally in your brain, you start thinking about your insecurities, you start thinking about how you look, you start becoming more self-aware. So if you're an insecure individual, you're going to find that naturally you look away really quickly because it's like, oh, I don't want to see that this person's looking at me because it's going to make me self-conscious, right? So you have to work on your confidence first. So you can do that through, you know, just building yourself up, the things that you can control. You know, there is nothing different about me now and me 4 years ago, other than the fact that I've worked on the things that I can control and I've worked on my mindset. So let's talk about those two things first. If you want to improve your confidence, listen in, right? So a lot of guys will say, well, there's no point because, you know, genetics, blah, blah, blah. Fucking, I'm 6 foot. I don't know why I said 6. I'm not even 6 foot, bro. That's a blessing. I'm not even 6 foot. Guys will say, I'm 5'6", so I can't get girls. First of all, you know, I've said this plenty of times. There's a guy out there with the same genetic disadvantage as you that can get girls. So the only thing is you just don't have confidence. That's literally the only differentiating factor between you and the guy that does get girls. You're both 5'6". You both have the same genetic disadvantage, however you want to phrase it. This guy just is confident in himself and he embraces the things he can't control and he works on the things that he can control. You, however, cry on the internet all day and think, well, girls are never going to love me because I'm not 6 foot. There's the difference. He's confident, you're not. Do you understand? So regardless of what, you can think of all the excuses in the world. I don't care what you can think of, bro. There is a guy out there that has the same thing as you that can get women. I've got a gap in my teeth, but look, my teeth are overbiting shit. You know, one line goes over the other, gap in the tooth. I don't give a fuck. I'm confident in myself. I embrace it. I'll openly smile, right? Because of that confidence, that showcases attractiveness. You've seen the ugly guys. You've seen the ugly guys getting girls. Why? Because they're confident. So, first of all, just forget about the things you can't control because you cannot control them. So you're wasting energy. Does that make sense? You're much better equipped to put that same energy into the things that you can control. So the only things that have changed over the years is, my confidence, because I just believe in myself now. I don't tell myself negative things, but also I just work on the things I can control. I dress better, I smell nice, right? I look after my skin, I'm going to the gym, right? All the things that you can control, max them out, right? Boom, there's your confidence gone through the roof, first of all. Secondly is your mindset. You've worked on your body, you've worked on the aesthetic side of things, work on your mindset. Guys will literally look in the mirror and they'll just talk themselves down. Oh, I'm so ugly. Oh, I'm not 6 foot. Oh, I could never get that girl. She'll never like a guy like me. Why are you putting yourself down? You are literally just setting the limits on yourself before the universe has even done it for you. You're doing that to yourself every morning when you look in the mirror. I used to be like that, but now I've just flipped it. I realised, right, that those beliefs are not serving me. They're not helping me. So why don't I just flip them into a positive? It's common sense, isn't it? Right? That's exactly what I did. I flipped it into a positive, and instead of waking up and telling myself, oh, I look ugly, I don't like my big nose, I don't like the gap in my teeth, complaining all the time, just flipped it into a positive. Bro, guys will say, you know what? The modern day pushes, oh, you should be humble, you shouldn't be arrogant, you shouldn't be egotistical, and that makes you think that you can't tell yourself good things about yourself. Well, I've got to be humble, so I'm not gonna say, oh, I look good today because it sounds arrogant. No, be arrogant. In your head, be arrogant. In my head, I'm the most arrogant, egotistical person you'll ever meet. In person, I'm a very nice, respectful, polite individual. I'm not a dickhead, basically, right? So when I tell you guys to, be arrogant, big yourself up, hype yourself up, it's not in the real world. I don't mean go around and tell people, I'm the best looking guy in the room, look how cool I am, look how amazing I am. Be very, very humble in real life. Be willing to listen to people, be willing to learn from people, be willing to put your ego to one side when you're in conversations in the real world, because that's how you learn, right? In your head, though, you should be the most egotistical, arrogant prick you've ever met in your life. And I am. When I wake up in the morning, I look at myself in the mirror and I think, fucking hell, look at me. I'm a beast. I'm literally a fucking Hercules or some shit, specimen of a human being, right? I'm bad as hell, mate. That's what me and my bro, we say that. It's like a little joke, right? Oh, I'm bad as hell. She bad as hell. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. But anyway, I look in the mirror, I think, fuck, jawline's looking good. The body's looking good. The chest is popping. I smell good. Bro, who wouldn't want me? I'd want me, right? You just have to big yourself up in this stupid way because it just makes you feel confident. Why wouldn't you do that to yourself? Why would you look in the mirror and think, oh, I look fucking ugly? Get a grip of yourself, bruv. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the way I see it, man, mindset first, then work on the things you can control, work on your body, work on the aesthetics. Cool. Now your confidence is sorted. So when you next make eye contact with an attractive girl, okay, or you see me on the street, make eye contact with me, right? Because I'll turn you gay, but what the fuck? chill. So listen, next time you make eye contact, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, I'm just rambling. Next time you make eye contact with an attractive girl on the street, you have the confidence in yourself to be like, I am attractive. Yeah, I am the big G, whatever you want to call yourself, bro, I used to walk through the world and think, I'm never going to get her. She'd never like me. Now I step outside the house and I think, you know what? I can do anything. I can get any girl. I can do anything on this earth that is humanly possible. I can do it too. Any girl, but I don't allow myself limitations because you're ultimately just rejecting yourself before you've given the girl the chance to reject you. Oh, she won't like me because I'm white. Oh, she won't like me because I'm Indian. Indian guys. But what is it with the Indian guys in my comments? Always the same guys, right? I'm not trying to be like stereotypical, but they always come in the comments and say, I'm Indian. Do you think white girls will like me? Bro, what is it with you guys? Yes, of course they will. Believe in yourself, man. It's mindset, right? I walk outside of my house and I think I can get any girl that I come into contact with. I truly convince myself of that fact. Right? Even though logically it's not true. I know that for a fact. Some girls are just not going to be interested in you. That's fine. Right? But in my head, I just convince myself, I can get any girl that I want. Because why wouldn't you? So now that you are confident, you're going to hold yourself better. You're going to be able to maintain the eye contact because you're thinking in your head when you're looking at it, I'm a fucking G, I'm smooth as fuck. I know you're checking me out because I'm attractive. Right? Bow. See how different that is rather than thinking, oh, she's looking at me. Oh, well, I'm ugly, so look at the sky today. Like, bro, sort yourself out, Chill out, man. Spitting on myself. See, you guys always make me rant and shit. You guys always make me get so passionate in my videos. Spitting everywhere. Oh, shit. The feds. The Matrix are after me. Every single time, bro, if I spit the facts, the Matrix come after me. Shit, bro. Hey, yo, chill. Chopper inbound. My videos are just so low. Why have I got a stick in the hand? Why is the choppers flying about? And why am I talking to you about holding eye contact? Alright, secondly, no more wasting time, I'm sorry. Secondly is the intention. So have the intention to talk to absolutely everyone. And again, I never used to be like this. I used to be very unsociable, very awkward, very shy. So now that I'm on the flip side, and I make myself the kind of man that just is social. I have this rule in my head, whereas if I'm sat with somebody, for example on the tram, we're in public, I'm with somebody else, and they've not got any headphones on, nothing like that. They can clearly hear me if I spoke to them. Oh, goodbye stick. You know, if I'm sat next to somebody, I don't want to be like this, pretending they don't exist or looking at my phone or something. I'm never on my phone in public anyway. I always make sure I put it away because I like to be present. I like to speak to people and meet people and take in the world around me. It's nice. It's fun to be social. Excuse me. You know, social connection is one of the best things for your mental health. Excuse me, fucking hell. Those apples really coming back up. Yeah, so, you know, I like being social, and I think you should have this mindset of like, right, every single person that I meet, I'm going to say hello to, or I'm going to greet them, or I'm going to speak to them in one way or another, rather than just pretending people don't exist and walking away, but then secretly wishing you could have friends. It's like, if we were all confident enough to be social with everyone that we meet, we would. That's the only problem that's stopping you, is your confidence. You're not confident enough to speak to strangers on the street. Build that confidence up, because I've done it. Use me as inspiration if you need to. Look at the state of what I used to look like, bruv. You can imagine, just by looking at what I used to look like, what kind of man I was, what kind of boy I was, right? Shy as fuck. No girl. Well, that's a lie. I've always gotten girls. I don't want to lie to you guys. I've always been quite smooth in the female department. I think that's just my looks, though. But even then, bruv, you know, you could say, oh, genetics, but I wasn't, you know, I didn't really look after myself the same way I do now. So it's not like I was anything special. Like, look at me, bruv. I wasn't crazy. I just had the pretty boy look or whatever. That's what people used to say. But yeah, I mean, I've always been quite smooth with women. The only thing is, you know, it comes down to confidence. It really does. Have an intention to talk to people. So when you make eye contact with that attractive girl, rather than thinking, oh, look away quickly because I don't know what to say, have the intention to just speak to everybody. Girl, man, dog, fucking old lady, whatever. It doesn't matter, bruv, right? I speak to everyone. So, finishing off on that story from before on the tram, when I looked at that girl and she was making eye contact, I had the intention to speak to her, even if she's on the other side of the fucking tram. If she's clearly interested, I could have just, you know, come over here, darling, something like that, right? You know what? You can work your way around it, but just by having that mindset of like, yeah, I don't mind speaking to people, I don't mind talking to anybody. Then when you do make eye contact with people, you know, if you've held it for a long time, for example, you're walking down the street, you're walking past somebody, you're holding their eye contact, with this mindset of like, yeah, I want to speak to people, you know, of course, I'm a social guy, I'm just going to say hello to everybody. So you're walking past an attractive girl on the street, I usually give it like 3 seconds before I say something, fucking hair in my eye, walking past them, cool, making eye contact, we'll hold it, sometimes they'll look away, you know, sometimes I might look away because I'm being a bitch that day, whatever. If we do, for whatever reason, hold the eye contact, and she doesn't look away, and she's still maintaining that as we're walking past, obviously I'm going to say hello, otherwise you're just like this. It's just weird, isn't it? You've got to say something. So having the intention of like, yeah, I'm just going to say hello to people, it makes it just so much more easier for you to maintain the eye contact because you're just waiting. If they keep holding it, I'm going to say hello. Yeah? Okay, you're walking past. Hi, how you doing? You all right? Boom. How you doing, darling? You all right? How you doing, gorgeous? Whatever, bro. Use your own little thingies or, how you doing, mate? You all right? If it's a guy. Whatever. Just having the intention to speak and greet people rather than being unsociable and looking at the floor all the time. Bro, there's nothing that interesting down there. There really isn't. Look up. The people are around you. It's nice to be social. So, 2 little mindset tricks for you there. 1, have an intention to speak to them. Number 2 is just the confidence thing. Just build your confidence. You can do that through going to the gym, working on yourself, working on your weaknesses, working on the things that you can control and not giving energy to the things you can't control. And secondly, mindset. Just filling yourself with positive thoughts every single day. Telling yourself you're the fucking man. Telling yourself that you're attractive. Telling yourself you look good today. Telling yourself you smell good. Telling yourself, yeah, I feel like, yeah, bro, I'm the shit. I want people to see me. I'm feeling fucking good today. Let's go. And then boom, going out the door, walking yourself, you know, with confidence, posture, good posture, shoulders back. The amount of guys I see just slouched over, walking around like this, looking like fucking Bigfoot, bro. Like, just stand up straight, mate. There's no wonder. You know, just literally stand up straight, head up high, shoulders back, chest out. Walk with some confidence. Take pride in yourself. It's that simple. If you want to learn more from me about any topic in general, whether it's your porn addiction or fucking women, because I know a lot of you guys don't have people to talk to like this. You don't have a big brother to speak to like this. So that's what I'm here for. So the coaching's down below in the description. There is no point you waking up every single morning with, you know, some struggle on your mind, some obstacle on your mind. There's just no point. It takes the excitement out of life. So come and learn from someone that's been there and done it, right? And I'll save you the time. You can go from down here all the way to the top. You know how it works. And yeah, I'll see you there. Take care. Look after yourself. Remember what I've said. Don't just say, oh yeah, that's really good tips, and then not do anything. Implement it. Today, work on your weaknesses. Today, have an intention to speak to people. Yeah, naturally you'll find you're just good at holding eye contact. It doesn't faze you anymore. Okay? Because if we're being honest, bruv, we can all admit yes, it's unattractive. If we're holding eye contact, right, and you look away really quickly, it's like, bro, this guy's clearly a bitch. Whether it's a man or a woman, you know, you're clearly shy, you're clearly awkward. Whatever it is, bro. Oh, fuck. You're clearly, I thought someone was shouting at me then. You're clearly, you know, shy. So learn how to hold the eye contact, learn how to maintain the confidence. Attractive. Keep that in mind. Look after yourself, yeah? Bye.